the Ariel Show. How was your week? I've been really enjoying hearing all about how you guys have been being yourselves for a living, even just in small ways. I think that's where you start, and that's what matters. Today, I'm so excited. I'm going to be teaching you how to thrift shop like a boss. This is something we all need to know to survive successfully in the world, right? Just kidding. But for about, I think, 12 years now, I've been successfully shopping at thrift stores and filling the bulk of my wardrobe. I think for a while I was making all my clothes, and now I realize I just don't really have time, and I would much rather cut into clothes that already exist and make them even better than start from scratch when it comes to my personal wardrobe. A lot of times I think retail stores too, they can be really annoying with their teenage pop music and their very helpful, enthusiastic salespeople. So I think thrift store shopping is just a much more chill experience for me, and I definitely prefer it. And today I'm going to be teaching you how I do it. So here we go, how to thrift shop like a boss. First thing, give yourself plenty of time. I like to leave about 90 minutes at least for myself to do this correctly and successfully, because I like to grab a bunch of stuff and I need to try it all on, and I'll be telling you about that in a minute. So when I browse the racks, I pretty much just go through and grab whatever I like. If it catches my eye, it's in my cart basically. And I like to go through a bunch of different sizes, because I know that I could just take like an extra large sweater and make it work, because the extra large sweaters are super cute. And then also, if it doesn't really fit me, if it's in the wrong size, I could potentially take it home and sew it up. And I actually showed you how to do that in one of my videos, how to make your shirts fit you better. So once I've got this big collection of clothes going, just grabbing stuff that I know works for me, I also, as I'm going, I like to grab things that maybe won't work for me, but I don't know yet because I haven't tried. And this is how you end up building a wardrobe that's a bit of a collection and something that you're proud of and has a bunch of different things. If I only grab things that I already have 5 of at home, I'm just gonna kind of be stuck in that rut. So this is how you grow and figure out what really works on you. So once I've got 30 or 40 pieces, then I take them all and try them on. I used to think I didn't have to try stuff on because I was like, whatever, it's $5, who cares? But now I've realized that I don't want to bring any clutter into my home. I only want to take it home if I love it, if I'm gonna use it and wear it. So now I make sure to try everything on, and I've actually developed a dressing room routine that I'm super excited to share with you. So here's what I do. Take all my items and I quickly hang them up on the hook backwards so they're not facing me. And then I take them and I try each item on one at a time, and here's how I do this. I take the item that's facing backwards, I put it on me without really looking at it, like just as much as I need to successfully put it on. I will like blur my eyes or intentionally look the other way as I'm doing this. And here's why. A lot of times, if I'm looking at this garment, I will be making my decision about it before it's even on me. And that is completely irrelevant. I don't care how this garment looks on the hanger, I care what it looks like on me. So I don't want to fall in love with this thing and think it's amazing, and then it's not accurately portraying what it actually looks like on me. So then when it's on me, I open my eyes, I unbunz my eyes, I look at the mirror, and I go with my first impression. Like, I listen to see what I think of this right away. I pay attention to this. A lot of times it's easy for me to be looking at something and be like, oh, it's okay, let me check out this angle, blah, blah, blah. No, here's the rule for this. Here's my mantra. If it's not a hell yeah, it's a no. So if you're not like, oh my God, I was born to wear this, no, you don't want it. That's how I end up whittling down my 40 pieces into like 7 by the end of it, because I've rejected almost everything. You guys, you don't want to have to talk yourself into loving something. If you don't love it, it's a no, no matter how much you need another one of those. Just keep moving on until you find something that you do love. Okay, so then when I've successfully separated my articles of clothing into a yes pile and a no pile, that's when I'll go through and actually check the price tag. So up until this point, price has been completely irrelevant, and that's especially helpful in thrift stores that everything is like super cheap, and I'm usually not surprised that something's like $30 because most of it's like, you know, $3 or something. So I go through and just make sure that I'm willing to pay for everything, and I also just note my first impressions for the second time and make sure that I consistently love this item. And then third, after I've done the first impression test, the price check, then I do the quality check. Again, something that is exclusively a thrift store issue. You usually don't have to do this in the store. But you guys, even in retail stores, a lot of stuff is just fast, cheap fashion these days, like totally mass produced, paper thin cotton stuff that, you know, after you've washed it like 5 times, it's a goner. By the time it's in the thrift store, it's probably been washed a few times, and so you can already tell how it's kind of survived that process, and it's already either starting to show signs of wear or else it's showing signs of its durability and its quality. I used to not care. I keep hearing that like quality shopping is the way to go, that you should have a wardrobe full of like expensive quality pieces that work and last, that you can use over and over again, instead of a bunch of like cheap fast fashion. And I'm starting to kind of catch up with that idea and think that there's maybe merit to it. But at the same time, I know it's fun to just have a bunch of stuff, switch it out, and that's where the thrift store comes in. You can just keep recycling. So I actually wanted to show you the specific quality tests that I do here. Lace, a lot of times I will love it and buy it, and then I'll get home and see that there's a big rip in it. So I go through all the lace, make sure that there are no rips. Sweaters, a lot of times they will be pilling, and I don't know if you can see, but this one actually is. And I know that I'm gonna keep washing this. I don't wanna wear it if it's gonna keep deteriorating more and more every time. Same thing with these like sweater, or no, I'm sorry, not sweater, these just like stretchy knits. A lot of times it's like t-shirt fabric. This thing is pilling up, it's low quality, I don't need it. And then here are studs. I always make sure that the studs are properly sewn on and that there's none missing, because I guess I'm gonna take it home and wash it. I don't want them to fall off in the washing machine. So there you have it. That is my tried and true recipe for how to thrift shop like a boss. You just gotta get in, go with the first impression, go with your gut. Remember, if it's not a hell yeah, it's a no. Then check the price, make sure you're comfortable paying for it, and then lastly, do a quality check. So thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe right here. That way, when the next week when I make another video, you will be the first to know about it, the first to hear about it, and watch it before all your friends. And lastly, I'm sure a bunch of you are thrift shop bosses and you could school me and the rest of us. So please, in the comments, let us know your very best secrets so we can all get better at this together. Have a lovely week. I love you from the bottom of my heart. I hope you feel it. Bye.